I'm at 62 crores portfolio.
62 crores.
Today also if I retire, for the rest of my life, I can stay at Taj Mahal Palace Towers in the presidential suite.
Which is what? 2 lakhs per night. So what is your expenses in your life look like?
Main expenses is rent, which I pay 3.5 lakhs per month.
Wait a minute.
62 crore portfolio. You have not bought a house yet.
Never. I'm going to share something which will shock you.
Okay.
I don't have a car today. Came by train. What? Today I do 42 lakhs SIP per month. So last year maybe 5 crore tax we have paid.
So now let's get to how to make it happen.
Sure. So today I'm banking on banking and financials, IT, and then
Gold made 50% returns last year. Silver made 160% returns. You've not invested in them?
no. Today gold and silver are in bubble territory. It is not sustainable.
Yeah.
Party has been running for too long. So I see asset allocation two ways. One is diversification. That is right for 99% of the people in the world. Top 1% club doesn't think that way. I met recently one quality fund manager. His fund is 60th out of 60th rank in the last 5 years. He says, Gajendra, look, these are the best companies. But market has not rewarded them. That's a good sign for me. So the whole world is buying the best performing fund. I'm actually buying the 1-star fund or 0-star funds. And it has worked wonderfully well.
A true contrarian only. Full on. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the 1% Club Show. On today's episode, we have somebody who is managing upwards of 3,500 crores. He is someone who is coming with almost 15 years of experience in the world of wealth management. He is none other than Mr. Gajendra Kothari.
Thank
Mr.
you,
Gajendra, thank you so much for coming on this podcast. I know you've done hundreds of episodes all over the country. It's an absolute honor to have somebody like you who's managing thousands of crores, comes with experience of multiple market cycles. And as we speak today in 2026, we are in a very, very with my limited understanding of the market of just 5-6 years, it feels like we're in a very, very uncertain world. It feels like in my entire 30 years of existence, the world never felt like this, at least from my viewpoint.
Correct.
You are somebody who's already 50 years old.
Yes.
So I thought this podcast is for me to learn from you.
Right.
And my first question, Mr. Gajendra, is 2026. The year has just begun. We are in January. What is your personal asset allocation? How have you divided your money across stocks, gold, real estate, FDs, bonds, whatever you're investing in? Can you tell us that percentage split?
Of course, yes. So thank you for having me here, Sharan. I think we share one thing in common. Your firm name is 1% Club, or the institution that you have built. Our motto is one idiot. So basically the idea is to create 100 crores wealth by investing through mutual funds before you turn 50.
Okay.
So, and that's bring to me to your question. So as of now, I'm at 62 crores.
Wow.
Portfolio.
62 crores.
62 crores of my family wealth.
Okay.
57 of that is in mutual funds.
Okay.
4.5 crores is in PMS. So I'm by and large an equity investor.
Okay.
Okay.
What percentage of your 62 crores you said, no?
Yes.
What percentage of 62 crores is in equity?
Yes. Good question. So technically all money is in equity, technically.
Okay.
But right now as we speak, 85% of my money is in equities, long-term equities. 15% is in debt or debt mutual funds.
Okay.
Now the reason why it is in debt, because maybe last 5 years market has gone one way. So I'm building that dry powder. So like, in 25, 26, whenever you get an opportunity of 20% drawdowns, you use this dry powder, right? And make good returns in the short term. So this money, this 15% also has to go in equities, but at some point in time.
So it's very shocking for me to hear this, because you did not mention gold, silver,
Yes.
copper, palladium, because everybody is talking about it.
Correct.
Gold made almost 50% returns last year.
Yes.
Silver made 160% returns last year.
Correct.
You've not invested in them?
No. So maybe you can say I've missed the rally, maybe,
Okay.
but
hindsight, you should have.
in hindsight, but not really. I mean, I wouldn't, in my mind, I wouldn't agree that I missed the rally because in Jan 2025, so I'm a contrarian by nature.
Okay.
I invest in anything where the world doesn't look.
Okay.
Okay. So Warren Buffett says, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. I've taken this literally and used this all my life.
Okay.
So when in COVID, March 2020, when the whole world was running and selling everything, I invested 1 CR in small cap funds in March 2020
Wow.
of my portfolio.
Wow.
Okay.
In like 60-70% return.
Exactly. It's 25% CAGR for the last 5 years. That was a very bold move. Nobody was talking about it. 2021-22, I invested significant amount of my capital in China funds.
That gave 100%, I think.
That gave 100% returns in the last 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Again, if you remember 21-22, nobody was talking about China.
Yeah.
Jack Ma was kind of underground.
Yeah.
People said you can't trust China.
Yeah.
COVID was rising in China big time.
People didn't even know how to invest in China.
People didn't even know how to invest in China. There was only one fund at that point of time. There was a fund by Edelweiss China, Greater China Fund.
Yes.
But I said, look, it's very cheap. Nobody's touching it. And everybody is either investing in India or US tech stocks. I don't want to go where the crowd is. I spoke to a lot of fund managers and they said, don't even touch China.
So fund managers themselves told you don't touch China.
Don't even touch it.
Okay.
We don't know anything. But I said, look, I agree that not everything is right in China. But if the intrinsic value or the underlying value is 100, right now people are giving 20 rupees or 30 rupees. There's a big
Basically, this phone
is
1 lakh rupees.
Correct.
If I sell it for 10,000 rupees,
Exactly.
everybody should buy it.
Precisely. And this is what we all do in the normal world. But we don't do in the investing world. We run away when there's a big sale in the market. When there's a big sale in stocks or capital markets, people run to the exit door. This is a very counter-cyclical. And that's why my guru Nick Murray says human nature is a failed investor.
So right now you're like gold, silver, copper, all your friends, your mom, your grandfather, everybody is talking about it.
Correct.
So if everybody is talking about it, that is something you'll be very wary about.
Very wary about. So 2024 also, Howard Marks always says what you buy is not important. What you pay for is important.
Can you explain that?
So like you said, phone, na 1 lakh ka hai, if I'm giving you 10,000, 1 lakh it's not a good buy, but 10,000 certainly a good buy.
Yeah.
Right?
So when you look at portfolio construction,
correct,
and you look at different asset allocation,
yes,
there is something known as risk-adjusted returns,
yes,
and there is also known as volatility. Now, the common wisdom says that आप equity के साथ gold mix कर दो,
correct,
because when equity goes down, gold will go up,
yes,
and vice versa.
Yes.
You don't follow that philosophy where you have a little bit of gold allocation, because the general wisdom is that आप 10-20% gold में रख दो,
बिल्कुल,
because if equity is not performing well, gold performs well.
Correct.
So I understand equity long term has outperformed gold, but one of the measurements of having a good portfolio is that your portfolio is not going too much up and down. It is also going in a smooth line as much as possible.
Correct.
So maybe I am not getting 20% CAGR, but I'm getting 19% CAGR, and my portfolio is much more smoother. That way, my focus is there, and I'm not scared.
So I see asset allocation two ways. One is diversification.
Yeah.
So you have some bit of gold, silver, real estate, bonds, FDs in your portfolio. Every year, some or other asset classes move. You don't know who is going to be the winner.
Correct.
Because you have all, it's like a balanced thali.
Yeah.
You will end up getting maybe 12-13% CAGR, not much volatility. That is right for 99% of the people in the world. Okay. That's actually right.
Okay.
To me, that's not right.
Because you're the top 1%.
Yes. Exactly the point.
That is the top 1%.
Top 1% club, right? Top 1% club doesn't think that way.
Okay.
For me, asset allocation is something I should be in the asset class, which is going to do well in the next 2-3 years.
Even if it means dropping my portfolio by 30%.
50% also.
50% also.
50% also.
I'm not going to be scared.
Again, Nick Murray says to suppress volatility is to suppress returns. If you're suppressing volatility, you are suppressing returns. I love volatility. And
what is the biggest volatility you've seen in your portfolio? Because today you're saying 62 crores.
Correct.
Can you give me an example where it was a certain amount of money and it dropped this much and you just held on?
And if I tell you, you will like just fall off from this.
Tell me.
2010, I started my investing journey with 10,000 SIP.
Okay.
2018, when bull market was at peak, small cap was at peak, my 4 crore became 6 crores. I kept on investing. 4 crore was the investing amount. At the end of 2017, December, 4 crore was 6 crore. I was at 18% CAGR growth, CAGR.
Wow. Okay.
8 years.
Okay.
Pretty impressive, fantastic.
Yeah.
Come 2020 March, from 2018 to 20, I invested another 2 crores.
Okay.
So my capital became 2 crores.
No.
4 plus 2, 6 crores.
Plus you put another 2 crores?
2 crores. So 6 crore was the value.
Okay.
In 17, net investment amount was 4 crore.
Okay.
Right? In another 2 years, I added 2 crores more.
Okay.
So my net investment amount was 6 crore. And my portfolio value was 6 crore in 17 or 18 end. At the bottom of COVID, 23rd March, what do you think was the value of my portfolio?
5 crores?
5 crore 85 lakh. 6 crore 10 lakh was a net investment amount. I was at 5 crore 85 lakh. I was at minus 25 lakhs at the end of 10 years journey.
Meaning in that 10 years you invested, your investment amount was 6.2 crores?
Yes, 6.1.
6.1 crore?
Which became 5.85 crores after 10 years.
After 10 years?
After 10 years.
That is what the situation was.
That was the situation. Now, we all say in long term everything is good. 10 years, you make a lot of money. But here is, I am 10 years, you are down by 25 lakhs after 10 years.
But did you question yourself at that point of time?
I was jumping out of the table.
Oh.
I was scared for my clients' money because they were making me scared for their own wealth.
Yeah.
I was least scared for my own wealth. And I remember I told you I invested 1 CR in small cap funds in March 2020. So I was waiting. I was waiting for this kind of volatility.
So in 2020, when COVID crash happened,
Yes,
you had about 5.8 crores.
that was the total value.
Today, it is 63 crores.
That's right.
So in 5 years,
Yes,
you invested a lot of money
correct.
and has also grown really well.
Correct. This is the game which many people don't know. Okay, let me fast forward you. I started with 10,000 rupees SIP in August 2010. Right? By the way, I was very late, Sharan. How old are you right now, if I may ask you?
I just, I'm 30.
30.
Yeah, 30.
Wow. At the age of 30, I began my investing journey. I joined this industry in 2004 when I was 24.
Wow.
2004 I came...
30, you did not invest anything?
No. In fact, I was on a negative. So 2004, I came to Mumbai, right? Started my career in the mutual fund industry. I was giving gyan to a lot of other investors ki mutual funds are good. Didn't end up putting my own money because I was too young and there was no mentor or none of these videos existed at that point of time to guide you.
Correct.
So didn't do really anything in the first 3 years. And because the salary that point of time was 30,000-40,000. In Bombay, 30,000-40,000 is nothing.
Yeah.
So but then I went to UK. My salary was almost like 1 crore when I was in UK per annum.
Wow.
Right? Made a lot of money. And then guess what happened? At 26, 27, because you're super confident, you think you're on top of the world, you understand cycles and everything, you end up putting in F&Os. And you lost 50 lakhs in a matter of 6 months. Entire savings.
That's what happened to you?
That's what happened to me when I was 27.
Wow.
2007-8 crash, you remember?
Yes.
Global financial crisis.
I didn't invest that time. I was very young.
Yes.
But yeah.
I was 26, 27. I thought I could time it. I could make a lot of money. Greed overpowered me. Right? I lost 50 lakhs. Not just money, you lost sleep, you lost everything, you know.
You lost all your money?
Everything.
Zero? 50 lakh savings? Zero?
Sab khatam.
Wow.
It's a leverage bet, na?
How did you feel that time?
Miserable. 2009, I had nothing.
Wow.
When elections happened, I had nothing. I came back to India. Promised that I'll never do F&O again in my life. It doesn't suit me. It's not my way. Then I started reading Warren Buffett and says, look, wealth has to be built slowly and steadily. Because if you earn something very fast, it won't stay with you also. Right? So 2010, I saw this movie, One Idiot. And then started my first SIP of 10,000.
And you started this company also in 2009?
2009 end, yes.
Wow.
The logic of starting this company was that if I'm going to suggest you something to invest, have I put in my own money or not? You know,
right.
I should have enough skin in the game, right?
Yeah.
So
I have the same philosophy. When we are recommending something to our clients,
correct.
If I am not investing in that same product,
Yes.
then I will not recommend it to my clients.
Precisely.
Same.
So anything that we recommend first has to go through my own personal filter
Correct.
of investments. There's a wonderful restaurant called Ramanayak Udupi at Matunga.
I always wanted to have good South Indian food.
Yes, that's the best place to go. But the best thing about that restaurant, what I like is, when you enter the restaurant, there's the owner's photo, the patriarch, the person who started. And below the photo, it says, the owner of this restaurant eats here.
That's what's written there.
That's what it is. Can you remember any other restaurant that you have been to and which is written, something like this is written?
Yeah.
That's what makes me so confident about that place.
Right.
So once I was there eating and the owner was actually eating beside me, because I've been there multiple times. I know the owner and he was sitting right there eating the same food that you were eating. You get huge amount of confidence. Same philosophy goes with investing. Wherever I put in my money, we show our own portfolio to all our clients.
Okay. You actually show your portfolio.
I can show you now.
You can show me now.
Yeah.
Can you show me?
No, because that's the proof of the pudding. There's no point.
So now you're going to show me your 62 crore portfolio.
Everything. Whatever you want to ask.
Let me see.
Yeah. So this is my family's portfolio.
Interesting.
Right?
61 crore, 58 lakhs, 59,856.
Exactly. Now let me show you more detailed. How much is in mutual funds?
56 crore, 74 lakhs.
Exactly. This is mutual funds. This is
Other assets, PMS.
so PMS and 1 crore in NPS.
Okay.
4.8 is and all equity based NPS,
Okay.
long term retirement.
Okay.
The remaining is PMS,
Okay.
4 PMSs, right?
Yeah.
So this we have got. Now you asked me a question that you started in 2010 and you achieved your first 1 crore. So I achieved my first 1 crore in 2014.
You became a crorepati in 2014.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right? And 2020, COVID, it was 6 crore.
Okay.
Right? And we are in 2026 now. It is 62 crores.
Wow.
Right? Can you see this chart? The blue line is the money that I've invested. The green line is the market value of that corpus.
So you invested almost 30 crores.
29.18. Mutual fund portfolio is 56. Another 2.5 crores. And that is 5 crores now. So
And your XIRR is 15.76.
76 on the total portfolio. Approximately 16%.
Wow. So this is almost 15 years of investing?
This is 15 years of investing.
15 years of investing
Yes.
and 62 crores is your portfolio.
62 crores is the portfolio.
Interesting.
Right? What the interesting part is, the blue line and the green line, can you see in COVID? It just crossed each other.
Yeah, it's almost touched. Huh?
Zero money. I told you,
Oh, yeah.
dropped. And then I stayed patient. I never withdrew money and look at the gap between the green line and the...
Sir, don't you get nazar when you show all of these numbers in your family?
Exactly.
Right.
You are right. My family has warned me a lot of times
Not to show. all
not
this.
to show.
Yeah.
But kya na Sharan, look,
Who is family? Your mother?
everybody. But in our industry, so opaque.
Yeah.
I'm sure most of the guests who come in your podcast,
They don't tell numbers so
they
easily.
don't tell numbers easily.
You are married with kids and
Yes.
So what's your annual? Where do you live? South Bombay?
Churchgate, yeah. South Marine Drive ke paas.
Okay, so prime location.
Prime location.
So what is your expenses in your life look like?
Hardly anything. Matlab, main expenses is rent, which I pay 3.5 lakhs per month.
Wait. 62 crore portfolio. You have not bought a house yet.
Never.
10 crore में एक अच्छा घर मिलेगा उधर. Sea facing.
Milega.
You will not buy.
Nahi.
Okay.
Very simple, logical.
No, I know. I'm a big fan of not buying a house ever. You will never buy a house. That's what.
Never.
Huh?
I'll tell you multiple reasons, and I've answered this on various podcasts. But it's very important because a lot of young people are watching it. For me, more than owning, see, you have to become a king to own such things,
Yeah.
right? What if I'm not a king but want to live king size life? I may be king today with the kind of portfolio, like people may say, but 10-15 years back I was not a king. And by the way, Sharan, 11 years back I was very close to your office. I was living at Amboli in Andheri.
Okay.
My office was at Shastri Nagar near Veera Desai Road at Andheri.
Okay.
We started our journey with 300 square feet office in 2009.
Wow.
2015, I decided to move to Churchgate, South Bombay.
Why? From Andheri to South?
Yes. Because Andheri में crowd, मतलब traffic problems started happening big time. I said, हम लोग पैसा एक दिन बहुत बना लेंगे. But अगर ये life रही, ऐसी life रही, traffic में अगर आप फंस जाओगे, what is the point of earning this whole thing? What is the idea of building this fortune? I said, of course I can't buy in South Bombay because 2014 में कुछ नहीं था. 1 करोड़ हमने जैसे तैसे बनाया था. You can't buy anything, right? So I moved from, I was staying on rent in Andheri, moved to rent in South Bombay, double the price, double the rent.
Okay.
Everybody in my family was giving me gali. कि तुम मारवाड़ी नहीं हो, right? Because people are moving north. तुम south जा रहे हो. You're paying double the rent, and rent you can never get back. It's an expense, right?
Yeah.
But I said I'm going there to buy time, right? And my house and office is 5 minutes walk. I come to home for lunch every day for the last 11 years.
That's luxury.
That's luxury in Bombay, right? Plus
infrastructure
is
very
top
good.
notch.
Very good.
Like, yesterday Tata Mumbai Marathon was there. 1 minute from my house, you go, you watch, aaram se kind of thing, it's luxury, right? And
One different city only, I would say.
It's a
Even
different
though we are in Mumbai, that's a different city only.
it's a different world altogether.
Correct.
Right? 1 minute you are at Marine Drive, 1 minute you are at Churchgate Station, 5 minutes you are at office. Right? 1 minute you are near to Wankhede Stadium.
Yeah.
So everything is nearby. My 95% of the life revolves in around 1 kilometer. So I never know what is a traffic problem in Bombay. I've never faced that. Right? Because there's hardly anything.
Only when you have to take a flight might be a problem.
That's even not a problem again there. From my house to airport, it takes 25 minutes by car.
Oh, you take the express highway.
Exactly. Zero traffic signal. If I tell you 25 kilometers, zero traffic signal from my house. And any time of the day, because it's coastal road, Bandra Sea link, and then straight on the thing.
Yeah.
So I chose convenience, and I said, if I can't own it, can I rent it? Right. So 2010 I moved there. 1 lakh was the rental per month.
Okay.
50,000 I was paying in Andheri.
Okay.
Right.
So which year?
2015 March.
Okay. You are paying 1 lakh per month
Per month that time.
Today it's 3 lakhs.
3.5 lakhs only for my house. Me and my brother were staying together that time. Now
you have changed the house now.
We have changed only one more house. Like we stayed there for 5 years, and now the house that I'm living, I've been staying there for 6 years near Jai Hind College, A Road.
So 3.5 lakhs rent. How big is this house?
1800 square feet.
1800 square feet, 3.5 lakhs rent.
Correct.
This is 3-bedroom house?
3-bedroom house.
It's you, your wife, and 2 kids.
2 kids. Now they are, of course, studying in hostels. So they're in boarding school. So now me and my wife, and sometimes parents visit. So
got it. So 3.5 lakhs is rent.
Yes.
और क्या है खर्चा?
उसके बाद कुछ नहीं है. 50,000 या 70,000 भी शायद मैक्सिमम. 1 लाख ज़्यादा से आप मान लो. खाने पीने में.
What about vacations?
हाँ. So साल में 2-3 vacations. Maybe twice you go out of India or domestic.
Domestic, and you take in business class flights?
First time I took last year.
Business class?
First time. When I went to US.
How much was the ticket?
It would have cost 3.5 lakhs.
Per person?
Per person.
You went?
हाँ.
For whole family?
No. I went for a business. I went for Warren Buffett Omaha meet.
Oh.
The AGM.
Berkshire
Hathaway.
Nice. You went for that?
Yeah.
Nice.
So again, though we have earned this money, and we should not really feel guilty spending, but because you've never traveled on your own, and you are traveling economy class, you feel that guilty when you're doing for the first time.
Correct.
But then I said, and we tell our clients, we push our clients to fly business class. We push our clients, because if suppose you are my client and you've made 40-50 crores and you're 50-55, you've done very hard work. This is ye paisa kya kaam ka? It is only growing on paper, right?
Not in your life.
Not in your life. Do you want to die rich or live rich? Right? So we actually push. We withdraw money from their mutual funds, make sure that 5 lakhs goes into the bank account. I said, next time if you're not flying business class, I don't want you to be my client. Right? I don't want to just give you CAGR. I want you to live this life. So we have been pushing many of our clients, and many of our clients have flown first time business class because we pushed them. So then I thought myself कि अगर हम clients को बोलने down, if I'm showing my investment journey and I'm telling you invest in that way, the kharcha bhi वैसे ही होना चाहिए. If I'm telling you to spend, I should also spend. So last year, first time I took that business class, it was worth. Because 18-20 hours flight.
You can take first class also with this money.
Maybe you'll have to refigure, train your mind. Yes.
So 5 lakhs per month is your fixed cost. So around 50-60 lakhs, including rent and basic expenses.
Correct.
Plus you go on 2-3 vacations, so around 20 lakhs there.
Yes.
So 70 lakhs per year is what you spend.
Yes.
So 70 lakhs per year, and you have 60 crore portfolio right now.
Correct.
Which is 1% of your portfolio you spend.
Yes.
And your portfolio is growing at 18%.
17-18%.
So basically 1% of your portfolio you spend even after living this kind of a lifestyle. So basically you can actually double and even triple your expenses and still not see any big difference. You will still become richer and richer.
So I tell people today also, if I retire, I can retire. And for the rest of my life, I can stay at Taj Mahal Palace Towers in the presidential suite.
Which is what? 2 lakhs per night. How much is that?
मतलब maybe 2 lakhs, let's say. 2 lakhs है, तो 30 days 60 lakhs, right?
Correct.
60 lakhs. So portfolio value is 60 crores, 60-65 crores.
Yeah.
So SWP.
Yeah.
I'm an equity investor.
Yeah.
My CAGR has been 16-17%. I can afford to take 1% SWP.
Yeah.
So 60 crores पे 1% SWP 60 lakhs. For the rest of your life, you can stay in the presidential suite at Taj Mahal Palace and don't have to worry. And your portfolio remains intact and grows.
That's what you can achieve.
This is the power of financial independence. This is the power of realizing that how to make your money work hard for you.
So now let's get to how to make it happen.
Sure.
Lifestyle, I understood.
Yes.
Now,
But having said that, I'm a very frugal person.
Huh.
Not because I'm conjuice, but because I think I'm sensible in the sense. The idea is not to.
And you saw all this wealth just in the last 5 years. You worked very hard for it. And you see a drop in your portfolio to zeros.
Yes.
So that really humbled you.
And I continue to work very hard. And I continue because it's my passion. It's not just passion, it's purpose of life. So I will never retire. I could have retired. I could have retired in COVID also.
Yeah.
I could retire today. Maybe you can retire today. But if you're on a mission, my mission is can we inspire 10 crore Indians, young Indians with this story? So then you don't retire. You have a purpose to live for,
Correct.
right? So, and this, by the way, this number 100 crores will become 1,000 crores automatically. Can you imagine in 15 years? If I tell you?
How? 100 crores? Your 100 crore will become 1,000 crore in 15 years.
1,000 crores, 15 years, just mathematics. Nothing much.
Like 20% CAGR.
15% CAGR.
100 will become 1,000.
Okay, let's understand the maths. 0 to 50. I started my journey exactly 15 years back. 0 to 60 crores.
Huh.
In 15 years.
Right.
At 17% CAGR.
Right.
Let's round it off to 15%. Every year I increase my SIP by 10%. By the way, I didn't tell you, today I do 42 lakhs SIP per month.
This is basically your business ka profits you were investing.
Business का profit सारा वापस SIP में जाता है. Me and my brothers, we take salary. तो individual में भी we invest through salary and company में भी जो बचता है.
How much do you take?
So salary I take pretty high. In the sense, मतलब I would be taking 2.5-3 crores is what my per annum salary. 3 crores is my per annum salary.
So 3 crore is your annual salary.
Salary.
So around 25 lakhs per month is your salary.
Kind of.
You have to pay 40% to the government also.
You should pay tax. Trust me, this is the biggest hack. See, most of us try to cut corners. In the sense, try to save taxes.
Correct. Dubai में entity करके ये कर.
हाँ, but and here I must give credit to Ramdev Agarwal. He says pay every dime. मतलब जितना टैक्स होता है उससे 10% ज़्यादा ही दो. You know what? Your thinking will become big. So there was a CA, very interesting, and our viewers must know. He says आप 100 रुपए कमाते हो, right? If you don't pay tax, this entire 100 rupees becomes black.
Right.
Agree?
Correct.
फिर आप क्या करोगे उसको?
लैंड में डाल दोगे.
Put it under the pillow. ये gold खरीदोगे, right? Also you will try to do.
Correct.
Still it will remain black.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And even if you earn 10% on that, most of the time you don't earn anything because अगर cash में है, घर पे है तो it's earning nothing. But even if you put in land or something, maybe 10%. But it says अगर आप tax भरते हो, 100 रुपए आपने कमाए, 30 rupees आपने tax भरा, you're now left with 70.
Yes.
Put it in the game of compounding at 15% and see what happens after 15-20 years. This will far outdo what you have done in any other asset class. ये मेरे दिमाग में घुस गया. वैसे मुझे टैक्स भरना है. So last year me and our family would have paid maybe business सब मिला के 5-6 crore का tax, 5 crore tax we have paid. And I have zero concern or regrets.
You're not trying to optimize it.
No. I want to pay more tax. In the sense, I wish कल मैं 50 crore का tax pay करूँगा क्या?
Because you made 500 crores.
Exactly. So you indirectly you asking God कि 500 crores का बनाओ and I'm happy to pay 50 crores. See, if you have this growth
then you'll
mindset.
start getting calls from politicians, and when you're paying that kind of taxes, they'll be like, "Let's talk."
That's a worrying part. I don't want to be rich and going there. You want to be rich and you want to stay anonymous.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't mind paying taxes. In fact, I love. But एक बार tax दे दिया ना उसके बाद compounding पे लगाना है. And that is why mutual fund is the best thing because you then don't pay tax
until you sell.
Which is a very long term.
And even if you don't sell it, you probably can take a loan against it if it's a very big purchase instead of selling it to avoid the tax, because that's what billionaires in other countries do.
That's an option. That's an option. But I don't think even because you make such massive corpus and my expenses are very low and not much
compared to the
compared to whatever it is. So I don't think I'll require. But I forgot that. So 0 to 45 crores, 0 to 60 crores in 15 years.
Yeah.
So I was 30 when I started this journey and I'm 45 now.
Okay.
If I tell you कि Sharan 15 साल में you made 60 CR. अगले 15 साल में क्या लगता है? So what will be your wild guess? कि 0 से 30, 0 से 40, 0 से 60 it took 15 years. So most people will say कि
200 होगा.
200 हो जाएगा, 300 हो जाएगा, 400 हो जाएगा. This is where 99% people fail to understand the power of compounding. Okay, and I'm just showing you ki what does this compounding look like, which is fantastic. So this is the chart. Can you see this? So I'm 45. It's at 60.
Yeah.
5 साल में if I don't put any money and 15% से compounding होता है तो what do you think it becomes?
वो डबल होगा.
Double होता है 5 साल में. 15%, the rule of 72. 72 divided by 15 gives you 5 years. Almost. तो 5 साल में पैसा डबल होता है. If I don't do any new SIP, 60 becomes 120.
Okay.
Right? तो 120 5 साल में हो जाएगा. I'm 45 today. तो 50वें जन्मदिन तक 120 हो जाएगा. And my idea was to create 100 crores by 50th birthday. But I'm doing 42 lakh rupees SIP per month right now. वो 5 साल अगर आप करते हो और हर साल 10% से SIP बढ़ाते हो because your income goes up.
Right.
So you'll increase your SIP by 10%. So then this becomes 40 crores more. You do the maths, 120 and 40 becomes 160 crores when you're 50. Now the game begins. So you did this and now at 55, so at 50 it was 120 crores. At 50 again double at 5 years mein.
Yeah.
240 again double
480
crore. So 480 crores comes from your existing corpus of 60 crores today if you don't even add new money. At 50, you're assuming 15% compounding. And let me caution you, 15% is not easy.
Yeah.
We are professionals. We have seen cycles. Maybe we can do it. 99% people may not be able to do it.
No.
And they should not even then aim for 15. They should aim for maybe 11, 12%.
Correct.
So it's not a clickbait kind of thing. And I'm doing my SIP, and because I won't retire, I continue to increase my SIP by 10%. In another 15 years, through SIP, you add another 480 crores at 15% through SIP. So you do the maths, 480 plus 480, 920 crores only through 10% SIP from here and your existing corpus at 15%.
Then you'll buy 10 Rolls Royce, I think.
You will buy 10 Rolls Royce, not again. By the way, if I'm going to share something which will shock you.
Okay.
I don't have a car today.
What? How did you come here?
Train, I came by train.
My God. 60 crores net worth and you came in a train.
Simplicity, my station is like 1 minute from my place. Took the train to Jogeshwari. 35 minutes I was at Jogeshwari. Took a rig. 10 minutes I was at your office.
Wow.
If I would have told you, I think you may not have invited me also.
No, that you have 60 crores.
No, you wouldn't have may have invited me also. But it's about simplicity. It's not about anything else.
Right.
It's not about to show off or anything else. Coming to question, Rolls Royce is not for me then. I will buy a Rolls Royce, but it's not for me to ride. Imagine 5 years down the line.
10 private jets when you go to US and you meet Warren Buffett 10 years from now.
Never. I've never ever thought on these things. I think, I think once you become big and you've seen, when you're young, you crave for all these things, right? जब पैसा नहीं होता, you crave for everything.
Right.
कि काश ये होता and stuff like that. But once you've reached there, it doesn't really excite you much.
So now let's get into the actual theory, right?
Yes.
So 62 crores.
Correct.
Can you actually tell me what are the mutual fund categories it's invested in?
Yes.
Like the specific category?
Yes, I'll tell you everything. So Sharan, I'm a very aggressive investor with my mutual fund portfolio. I don't do direct stocks and none of these. But with mutual funds, I'm super aggressive.
Okay.
Because in mutual funds, your portfolio can never become zero.
Why?
It's a diversified portfolio of 50 stocks. At the bottom of COVID, it was 40% down or 50% down. It never became zero.
Right.
Unless you panic and you sell. Correct? And I love volatility. I love to see 50% down. Right?
I can put more.
I can put more. Right? So within mutual funds, 30% of my portfolio is in small cap funds.
Wow.
Pure small cap funds. Another 30% of my portfolio is in sector funds, thematic funds, China funds. By the way, today, 10% of my portfolio is in China funds.
So 6 crore is in China.
Exactly.
Interesting.
And I made enough money. That's why I don't cringe that I didn't make money in gold. I made enough and far more in China in the last 3-4 years.
So the sector funds that you're talking about,
yes.
What are the sectors that you're betting on in 2026?
Okay.
Because that keeps rotating, I feel. That part of the...
So, okay, one great hack I want to tell you. I'm a very buy and hold investor. And you know what? When I invest my money, so I look markets like a pendulum. I invest only at 2 times. When the market is either extreme left or extreme right. Left में मतलब सस्ता है, खरीदो. COVID, March 2020 was that scenario. China was that scenario in left. I sell very rarely. I sell only when the pendulum has moved to extreme right. Right? So when I buy, I want to see a huge margin of safety, 30-40% margin of safety. Whenever I enter, whenever I'm putting new money, I want to enter with margin of safety. Do we have margin of safety today in gold and silver?
I don't think so.
No.
It's already
right?
gone up too much.
It has gone up. It has run up too much. So I won't put my money. Do we see a margin of safety in US tech stocks?
That has also gone up too much.
That has gone up too much, right? So,
but with small cap, you mentioned 30% is in small cap.
Correct.
Small cap last year, majority of them gave negative returns.
Correct.
The best performing also gave 5 to 6%.
Yes.
Last year, when you looked at the relative valuation of the small cap sector,
Correct.
didn't it seem like it was already expensive and you could have done some exit and invested into some other sectors?
Yeah, good question again. So I told you I will only exit when the pendulum moved to extreme right. So small cap were expensive, but they were not in the bubble territory.
How do you define bubble territory?
Today, in my opinion, gold and silver are in bubble territory. I may be wrong again.
Okay.
I may tell you they are in bubble and they might go up another 100% from here.
Yeah.
US tech to me is bubble territory. US itself is bubble territory. US for last 15 years, since 2008, has given crazy returns, developed markets.
Yeah.
It is not sustainable.
Yeah.
Right? The party has been running for too long. So this is bubble territory.
But if US, I understand that if I look at the US economy last 10-15 years,
yes,
it has given a lot of returns.
Correct.
But returns at the end of the day is a factor of how much value you are generating.
Yes.
And US has a superpower.
Correct.
Right? They can invade other countries and get away with it, which is what they did with Venezuela.
Correct.
Now they have access to one of the largest oil reserves.
Correct.
So that money will come to the US.
Correct.
So it's sort of like olden days. It's
Correct.
like a kingdom.
Correct.
Kingdom has expanded.
Correct.
So by that logic, don't you think US will maintain its rally?
So see, this may all happen, and these are like these are narratives,
अभी हो गया ना वेनेजुएला इसका.
हाँ, मतलब narratives और stories है, मतलब ये और भी हो सकता है.
और भी होने वाला है.
और भी होने वाला है.
ग्रीनलैंड का बात हो रहा है.
हो सकता है, but in 15 years, one thing I've realized, I never buy stories. I only look at the price.
Okay.
Stories may be right or wrong, may play out, may not play out. I never look at the story because these stories can change in 6 months' time. Right? So what you said, I only see 15 years US had a dream run. It's very difficult for an economy to have a dream run for too long, and markets come to mean reversion. See, Howard Marks always says markets have two characteristics. Markets have cycles. Any market, any asset class will have cycles.
Correct.
तो अगर 15 साल से अच्छा साइकिल चला है तो इट्स टाइम कि मीन रिवर्जन आना चाहिए, बुरा साइकिल आना चाहिए.
Okay.
एंड सेकंड इज मार्केट्स विल ऑलवेज बी वोलेटाइल.
So small cap का भी मार्केट साइकिल नहीं हुआ अभी.
चला है, इट इज एक्सपेंसिव, आई एम नॉट डिनाइंग दैट, बट हैज द pendulum shifted to extreme right in my
What is that number you're going to look at?
So okay, my portfolio gives me that number in the sense my 15 years CAGR in my small cap fund, जो मेरा first SIP था, it is today showing at 17-18% CAGR.
Okay.
It's expensive, it is given good, but is it like 25-28% CAGR? No.
But that depends on when you entered that segment also.
But
that...
SIP and Sharan, every
SIP,
so it doesn't matter the timing also.
Okay.
So 17-18% CAGR is high, but it's not a bubble zone.
Not for small cap.
Not for small cap. Nasdaq 100, on the contrary, for the last 20 years has given 20-22% CAGR, the large companies.
So if your small cap CAGR becomes 24%,
yes,
then you will sort of
10 years CAGR 24%, I'll sell.
You'll sell it.
I'll sell it. I sold also. So in 2021-22, I invested in PSU fund. Right? 4 साल SIP किया. Imagine if 37 lakhs in 4 years has become 1 crore, 97 lakhs.
Time to sell.
56% CAGR for 4 years. I sold my PSU fund. I was happy to pay 12.5% tax. Invested the entire money in banking fund 1 year back.
So today, what are the sectors that you are taking those sectoral bets? You said 30% is in the sectoral bets. It could be China. It could be a specific sector.
Correct.
Basically, you're doing sector rotation here.
So whenever I buy, I try to buy the cheapest sector.
Yeah. So what is the cheapest sector?
Yeah.
Now?
So again, not a advice, and I hate giving this because
tell me, no.
I can tell you no, because a lot of people just follow you, and they may not do the way you and me can do it because we all track it. But still,
so guys, this is not financial advice.
Yeah.
Please consult your financial advisor as per SEBI regulations.
Correct. Okay. So today I'm banking on banking and financials as a sector. Secondly, I'm banking on IT.
Okay.
Indian IT.
Because IT has corrected a lot.
IT has corrected a lot. Right. And then I'm banking on quality and momentum. Quality as a factor.
Got it.
Right.
Factor based.
Quality last 5 years has done miserable.
Yeah.
somebody like me,
Because you're a contrarian. So
I'm a
आप कैसे
contrarian,
करें?
so I'll buy.
So let's look at these three segments.
Yes.
So let's start with first one you said was banking.
Yes.
Now, can you explain to us why banking will do well? Number one.
Hmm.
For how long are you making this bet as
Correct.
a sectoral bet?
Correct.
And in terms of my understanding of
Correct.
banking,
Yes.
banks makes majority of their money through lending.
Correct.
I know that India is a credit hungry nation,
Correct.
but I feel like there is a lot of competition coming from fintechs
Correct.
who are taking a little bit of the market share.
Right.
So considering all of these things,
Yes.
I would love to get your perspective on why banking is one of your sector.
Right. So I want to show this again. Can we?
Yes.
It's a very interesting slide. It will benefit a lot of our readers. This is the main part of my life, Sharan. This is called heat map or sector rotations. In everything that I do
What is this
virtually,
exactly?
I'll show you. So these are all sectors of Indian markets.
Okay.
Okay.
Where can I get this data?
So we can get this. So this is I've taken from fundsindia.com.
Okay.
But by the way, all mutual fund houses publish this report. So I'll show you White Oak ka bhi, Edelweiss ka bhi, and retail investors can pick from any website.
Okay.
Okay. Now look at this. And this is how I've made 18, 19, 20% CAGR in a lot of my investments. Why I'm investing in banking right now? So banking is nothing but financials, right?
Yes.
So financials is the blue sign, Sharan. 2025 it was second best performing, but and मैंने एक साल पहले डाला था.
Best performing in 2025?
Metals.
Metals, yes.
Right? By the way, this doesn't include gold, silver kind of thing. This is your aluminum,
Metals
copper,
companies. Mining companies.
mining companies or whatever. So financials was the
Auto
third.
also did second best.
Yes, so I was coming to there also. I'll tell you. But when I invested in financials, 1 साल, 2 साल, 3 साल, 4 साल, 5 साल financials were in the bottom half. तो मैंने जो PSU फंड से पैसा निकाला सारा financials में लगाया and this year I made lot of money.
अच्छा, तो ऐसे करते हो आप?
ऐसे करते हैं और ये कोई भी कर सकता है. अब मैं और आपको बात बताता हूँ. 2020-21 में मैंने ऑटो में डाला.
21 मतलब
21.
Okay.
And started my SIP. 21, 22, 23, 24 मैंने ऑटो में डाला. ऑटो कहाँ पे है? ऑटो इज योर ऑरेंज.
23%.
राइट. ये खराब है.
हाँ.
ये खराब है.
हाँ.
ये ओके है.
नहीं 19 अच्छा है ना. 19%.
नहीं 19 में नहीं डाला मैंने.
तो 2021 के
2021 में मैंने डालना चालू किया. खराब है ना. नहीं, डोंट लुक एट 19%. If these are 8 rows or 8 columns, first half and second half.
Oh, okay.
Anything which is in the second half, I'll buy.
Okay.
I'm not looking at returns at all.
Okay.
So ऑटो में देखो आप 2021 खराब था, ओके था, ये अच्छा गया, फिर ओके रहा, because you bought very cheap this thing. Now there is little worrying sign in auto because 1, 2, 3 साल से ऊपर है. So और मेरा पोर्टफोलियो में शरण 25% का कैगर for 4 years है. So it's giving me a signal कि अब निकालने का टाइम आ गया है.
So basically you're saying these sectors follow cycles.
Exactly.
And you're a contrarian.
Yes.
And then which sector has followed a bad cycle in the last 2-3 years?
Yes.
You give it more attention.
So we discuss IT.
Yeah.
IT is your light green.
Minus 13%.
ये don't even look at minus 13.
Okay.
Look at bottom chart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 है. 6 से ऊपर टॉप है, 6 से नीचे bottom.
Okay.
So bottom. 4 years IT has been in bottom.
तो अभी चलेगा.
अभी लेना जरूरी नहीं कि इस साल चढ़ेगा, बट मैं लेते रहूंगा जब तक 3-4 साल और अच्छा नहीं करता है. मतलब you know, so this is like cycle. Then same I follow. I told you about quality. Look at quality. Dark blue.
So this is the factor based.
This is a factor based.
Okay.
Quality. 5 years quality is down. I'm loading up on quality. And quality अगर और नीचे जाएगा, I'll double up even more. और नीचे जाएगा 4 times.
Global has done really well last year.
तो इसीलिए ग्लोबल में मेरा सिर्फ चाइना है. ग्लोबल मीन्स यूएस हियर. तो मेरा यूएस में 0 है.
Has done really well.
तो अगेन वैल्यू कुछ नहीं. Nothing in value for me.
But very contrary, no? Because हो गया ना इसका.
हाँ, yes.
It's very counterintuitive because right now the market is supposedly very expensive.
Correct.
So value by definition is finding undervalued stocks.
Huh.
So how is value not going to perform well? Because it's already performed well in the last 4 years.
Yes.
It's not going to do well then in the future?
So value is a very vague definition in that sense.
Okay.
Some people say value means low PE stocks.
Correct.
Right? That is one definition of value. As per Warren Buffett, everything is value, which means anything that I'm buying which is less than the intrinsic value is a value for me.
Correct.
So quality stocks can be a value also. for many people because quality has not performed for the last 5 years. So under that definition, quality can also be a value. So it depends on fund manager. So what I do, I speak to the fund manager, I see the portfolio. If the portfolio has huge amount of quality stocks, and it's, what is quality stocks? Any company which is giving 15% and more ROE is a quality company.
Correct.
Very few companies in India give 15%. So look at the quality stock, HDFCs, Asian Paints of the world,
Coffee can investing.
Coffee can. ये 5 साल से कुछ नहीं हुआ है. तो अभी एकदम नीचे के भाव में है तो अब लेना चालू कर दो. So to me that is not done well. So I am lapping on quality.
ठीक है. So 30% of your money is in these kind of sector bets.
Yes.
So basically right now you are looking at financials,
Yes.
IT,
Yes.
and quality.
Financials, IT, quality, and momentum. Quality plus momentum, because momentum has also not worked well in the last 2-3 years.
It has not performed.
It has not performed.
Right.
So being a contrarian, I would lap it up. एक और characteristics है मेरा इसमें, Sharan. जैसे I'll start my SIP. So every year I told you I increase my SIP. So every year in April I increase my SIP. So अभी 42 है, so maybe next year 50-55 के आसपास होगा. That time I'll see which are the worst sectors which have not performed.
So you're a contrarian basically.
And I'll load it up on all those things. And if required, I'll load it up I'll load up lump sum also. Right? So 2 things. So I start my SIPs in those, then I buy lump sum, and then if NAVs fall 5% from there, I load up higher amount.
Okay.
If it goes down by 10%, I load up even more higher.
So basically you are having a dynamic SIP strategy as well. That depends.
SIP is fixed.
SIP is fixed, okay.
Fixed है. उसमें lump sum dynamic होता है. मतलब you keep loading up more lump sum.
But पैसे किधर से आते हैं? Because you have a fixed 42 lakhs per.
I told you ना, dry powder 20-15%.
हाँ, उसमें से आप लेके आते हो. Okay.
So you don't have to use this entire 15-20% for the market crash. अगर कोई sectors में crash या कोई दूसरा country में
तो
crash,
वो dry powder use करो.
तो वो dry powder वहाँ use करो. तब तक और reserves build होते रहता है.
So right now you're investing about 30% in small cap.
Yes.
Which is about 20 crores.
Correct.
Of your money.
Yes.
Would love to know what is your step-by-step investment strategy for picking the best small cap funds. Can you explain that?
Again, I'm going to share something which is highly controversial, or this thing. Funds do not play any role.
Okay.
आपने A fund लिया, B fund लिया, doesn't matter.
Interesting.
I'm of that camp.
Okay.
What matters is which category or which asset you are in. So let me give you an example. 2020, 1 crore, all my money invested in small cap funds. My call on small cap as a category went right. It didn't matter whether I invested in Axis small cap or Kotak small cap.
Interesting. So you go for a index of small cap? Or you
I could have gone for index also, but still in India, I believe active will do well.
Right.
So I choose active fund managers. Almost 95% of my portfolio.
So you look at some multiple ratios, parameters, AUM.
Again, none of these things really matter.
Why?
Again, I'm sharing something which is very, very unusual.
Correct.
You know, to me, I'm saying, because for me, the broader call, see, I always say keep investing simple. The moment you start looking at all these ratios, you're making it more complicated.
So how, like finally when you select?
Yes.
Small cap, I think there are 10-15 mutual funds.
Correct.
So finally you will select in how many of these funds? 3-4?
Maximum, अभी मेरे portfolio में 7-8-10 fund है. I feel very miserable.
Okay.
15 fund है. मेरे को ये 2 fund 3 fund में लेके आना है.
Of 62 crores in 2-3 funds?
In 2-3 funds.
ऐसे करना है?
ऐसे करना है.
Interesting. तो अभी small cap में कितने funds है?
अभी मेरे पास 5-6 funds होंगे at family level.
Okay.
मुझे इसको maximum एक small cap fund में तो 50 companies है. You see, try to understand. Many people, when I say कि 10 crore रुपए एक fund में डाल दो, if I tell you, you'll say, Gajendra, are you crazy? Right? But I'm now asking you a very counter question. From where have you made all the money in your life?
From my job.
One company.
One source of income.
One source of income.
Yeah.
I have made all my money from one source of income. Right? And our company is not even micro cap. It is tiniest of the micro caps. Nobody would know also.
Yeah.
Right? And here I am afraid to put 10 crores in 50 largest businesses of India. जब मैं एक फंड में नहीं मुझे 4 फंड चाहिए. Look at the counter thought.
So then finally how do you pick these funds?
So सबसे पहले आपका ना call on sectors has to go right.
So let's say I got the call on sector right.
Right.
So you're like small cap में अभी डालना है.
Yes.
It has not reached the bubble territory yet.
Yes.
So let's say I come to you.
Yes.
You know, Gajendra sir, I have 10 crores.
Correct.
You're saying put 3 crores in small cap.
Correct.
How will you tell me which funds to pick? Because I'm like, sir, there are 10 different options. What do I pick?
So 2 things. Because we are in industry, we talk to fund managers.
Okay.
Again, I normally give I pick fund managers who have spent at least 15-20 years in the market.
Okay.
That is my first criteria. So I should know the fund manager, his track record well. Right? Secondly, I will give a good fund manager, but if his last 3 or 4 year performance is horrible, I would give him loads of money.
Why? What is that? What is that logic?
Because entire 95% of the retail investors are going on money control or this thing, choosing last 1 year top performer, 3 year, 5 year top performer and giving them the money.
Yeah.
ये तो हो गया ना, आपने नहीं बनाया है. Somebody else has made. Right? You are entering into this fund thinking this will be repeated. But all the fund performance goes through cycles. So I am now giving money to a fund manager which for last 4 years, 5 years has underperformed because his style has not worked right now. So it's time for जब style change होगा, then he'll outperform. I want to be ahead in the curve and give to good fund managers at the bad times.
So basically, first step is fund managers should have at least 15 years of experience.
Yes.
Then you will go to money control and do the reverse.
Exactly.
Which funds have performed the worst?
Absolutely.
In the last 5 years.
In the last 3, 5 years.
So true contrarian only. Full on.
And it has worked wonderfully well.
Achha.
Wonderfully well. I've never ever regretted on this. I can
and
show
you've
you.
been doing this for 15 years.
For 15 years.
So you go to the bottom ka 20%, जो भी है fund.
Funds.
हाँ, fund.
हाँ.
Bottom 50%, bottom 20%.
Bottom 15%.
उसके बाद
फंड मैनेजर्स से मिलो. पहले तो खुद का एनालिसिस करो.
फंड मैनेजर से.
वो तो मिलना जरूरी है ना, क्योंकि 15 साल. And they will meet you also because
you have the corpus.
You have the corpus. They'll meet you. You understand their philosophy. You understand why.
Meet them, are you going to the office? You go meet them or an online meeting?
नहीं. You go to the office. Everybody is interested to meet you. मतलब अगर आप चाहते हो तो मिलेंगे. They may not be able to meet retail investors.
Correct.
But we are advisors.
So 100 crore से ऊपर होगा तो they'll meet you.
Then they'll meet you for sure.
Correct.
And you have to meet them to know what is their philosophy, why their fund has underperformed.
Understood.
And they should be true to label. So, like I met recently one quality fund manager. His fund is 60th out of 60th rank in the last 5 years. 3 years, 1 year, 5 years.
16th?
60th out of 60th.
For the last 5 years?
For last 5 years.
Okay.
Large cap quality.
Okay.
Large cap has not performed as good as mid and small cap in the last 3-4 years. Quality has not performed. That's a great combination to put money.
60th out of 60th मतलब?
So, अगर 60 funds है, 60 funds है.
In what category?
In flexi cap category.
Okay.
So, number 1 fund is 1 out of 60th.
Yeah.
Then 2. This is
HDFC number 1 में है अभी.
हाँ, अभी चल रहा है.
And this guy is the 60th.
This guy is 60th.
And उससे आप मिलते हो?
उससे मैं मिलूंगा.
5 साल से वो last है.
Last है.
Okay.
उसके बाद
consistently last.
हाँ, क्योंकि he stuck to that ना, मतलब quality or large cap. He didn't change the style.
Correct.
So he's got the brunt.
हाँ.
So I go him and he says, Gajendra, look, these are the best companies. Their ROEs are 19 and 20%. है ना? But market has not rewarded them. And I'm sticking to the style. और लास्ट 4 साल में his AUM has stayed same. मतलब no new addition. मतलब investors are not looking. Or
rather they're not removing also.
They're removing money. It is going down.
Of course.
That's a good sign for me.
Interesting. AUM भी कम होना चाहिए.
AUM भी कम हो रहा है because
returns नहीं आ रहे.
Returns नहीं आ रहे हैं. So the whole world is buying the best performing fund. I'm actually buying the worst performing fund. I'm buying the 1-star fund or 0-star funds.
तो आप मिलते हो and you ask them questions. You have a conversation like this.
I ask them tough questions. Then I ask them, have you put your own money into this fund?
Okay.
And you know what hack we have? We go and
the AMCs have a rule, na? If you're investing, you have to put in your fund managers.
वो तो SEBI का rule है, right? But they have to rise beyond that.
उससे ज़्यादा डाल दो.
नहीं तो फिर मतलब क्या? The owner of the restaurant eats here.
What does SEBI say that a fund manager has
20% of their
net
salary
of their salary
has to go into the funds that you're managing.
But least, you have what is your criteria? They need to put more than that.
I think 100% should be there.
Of their salary.
Of their this thing.
And there are fund managers who do 100% of their salary in their...
There are few fund managers who do it. And I have huge respect for them. Whether they outperform or underperform is the second question. See, if your fund underperforms and if the public gets pain, you should have the highest pain. Right? So same thing. I told you 6.1 crore became 585 after 10 years. What would you be feeling like? Right? If any client comes to you and say, Gajendra, you have ruined my whatever, 20%. And I said, sir, मेरा पैसा सारा यहाँ है. I don't have plan B. मेरे पास घर भी नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. Then they will say कि यार इसका दुख मेरे से ज़्यादा है. कुछ नहीं है मेरे पास. Then you understand the real pain. Right? And by the way, that 6.6 crore का 585 आया. 1.5 साल बाद आपको पता है क्या वैल्यू हो गया था? 2021 November 2021 19 CR.
3x हो गया, 4x हो गया.
Almost 4x.
Wow.
And portfolio
5 का 20 हो गया.
5 में मैंने 3-4 करोड़ डाल दिया था बिकॉज मार्केट्स नीचे थे, तो 8 या 9 का 20 करोड़ पे पहुंच गया.
3x हो गया.
3x हो गया और 19% कैगर पे आ गया.
Wow.
You
That's why you like volatility, because that gives you the best opportunity to boost.
To boost. So last 15 years.
Right now, if people are saying correction आएगा, market crash आएगा, you are actually happy.
ये 15% जो ड्राई पाउडर
वो आप डाल दोगे,
वो पूरा डाल दोगे.
So good idea to keep about 15-20% in dry powder. Dry powder मतलब debt funds, liquid funds.
Liquid funds में, yes.
Liquid funds.
Yes.
और
Particularly-
arbitrage funds भी
particularly when markets are expensive, मतलब Indian markets are not cheap, not super expensive, they're little expensive, तो थोड़ा dry powder होना चाहिए
रखना
15%.
So when the markets are cheap, you will keep zero dry powder. You will deploy everything.
Full, go all in.
Is there like a thumb rule that depending on certain parameters of the market valuation,
Yes.
how much cash you keep?
Yes.
So can you give that?
Yeah. So, okay, good. Very. So, my theory is if you earn 100 rupees, Sharan, 80 rupees should go by default as SIP. दिमाग मत लगाओ उस पे. Timing मत करो. Because I also feel one thing कि ये जो 15 साल में मैंने जितना वेल्थ बनाया है, ये मैंने दिमाग लगा के नहीं बनाया. ये पेशेंस और डिसिप्लिन के कारण बनाया.
ठीक है.
राइट. तो 80% जाना चाहिए. 20% आप लिक्विड फंड या उसमें आप कर सकते हो. You build your liquid fund corpus, so that becomes your dry powder. Because for me, anything is an opportunity as long as it is offered in the form of mutual funds. So even China fund, Brazil fund, US fund, gold, silver, कुछ भी अगर म्यूचुअल फंड फॉर्मेट में है, I can invest, then that 20% will come handy. और हर साल कहीं ना कहीं कुछ बॉम्ब फटता है, मतलब कुछ एसेट क्लास फटता है, and that gives you opportunity. तो आप उसमें डाल दो. तो that's how you build your reserves. So I have a rule कि इंडियन मार्केट्स अगर यहाँ से 20% करेक्शन होता है, तब तक मैं ड्राई पाउडर यूज नहीं करूंगा. Okay, as a whole I'm talking about. So if tomorrow Sensex is at what 80,000 right now.
So is there like a market का P that you observe?
Yes, हाँ.
Based on which you determine okay अभी इतना dry powder होना चाहिए.
So मैं P नहीं देखता हूँ, मैं absolute level देखता हूँ. आज 82,000 है, let's say Sensex. If it falls by 20%, then I'll use this.
Then dry powder should be zero because you'll use it.
No, उसमें भी मैं बताता हूँ आपको. See, first 20% तक my SIP is anyway doing the timing.
Correct.
तो मैं क्यों ड्राई पाउडर यूज करूँ?
Okay.
अगर 5% गिरा मेरा SIP बाई कर रहा है, 10% गिरा मेरा SIP बाई कर रहा है, लेट दिस बाय इन द फर्स्ट 5, 10, 15%.
Okay.
20% आ गया तो मेरे पास अभी जैसे 10 CR का ड्राई पाउडर है, राइट? तो मैं 40% यूज करूंगा, यानी 4 CR आई पुट एट 20% फॉल.
Okay.
गया, बट मार्केट कैन गो डाउन टू 25% ऑल्सो.
Correct.
तो बाकी 6 करोड़ काम आएगा. तो विथ एवरी
5%
हायर
drop.
फॉल you should double down or go even more aggressive with every fall.
So basically at any given point of time you will keep 15 to 20% in dry powder.
हाँ.
The way you deploy it is based on how much the market has corrected.
Correct.
If it has dropped by 5 to 10%, you will not deploy.
No.
If it has dropped by 15, 20%,
20% मेरे लिए.
if it drops by 20%, then you'll deploy 40% of your dry powder.
40%.
If it drops by 25, 30%, then everything.
So 25% पे सारा चला गया. What if 30% falls? I want to ask you.
पैसे बाकी नहीं है, क्या करें?
नहीं है ना?
हाँ.
I'm going to share something which nobody should actually do it.
Okay.
Okay, it's not advisable.
Leverage लेते हो.
Correct.
Loan against your property.
Correct.
Also
Because in one of your podcasts, I think you shared debt is good.
Correct.
Debt is a double-edged sword. You should know how to use it.
So during COVID, 35% crash. Did you
हाँ.
take a loan to invest?
I applied to Kotak Bank. Those people took 15 days time to come back. Market तब से reverse हो गया था. फिर आपका
Basically, you try to take a loan against your existing mutual funds to double down.
Yes. You get loan at 8-9%.
If you had a property, you could have done it. A lot of people do it. Loan against property में
नहीं तो म्यूचुअल फंड में भी मिलता, but it was a paperwork problem.
परसेंटेज कम मिलता है ना,
किसमें
50%.
50% is not bad.
50% मिलता है. हाँ, आपका 60 करोड़ में आपको 30 करोड़.
क्या खराब है? हाँ, that's a free money at 10%. And guess what? You are buying at the lowest kind of thing at the market.
Right.
जब मार्केट ऊपर आएगा ना, सबसे पहले वो पैसा आपका भागेगा.
Correct.
सबसे नीचे में आपने खरीदा है ना. But this is strongly recommended. This is never recommended. And secondly, why you and me can do, because we have regular cash flows anyway coming.
Correct.
So you can service your debt अगर market नहीं चला तो.
Correct.
But अभी तक तो वो opportunity नहीं आया. But if this comes at 30% down, it comes like once in 10-15 years. But then you should know how to use it.
50% correction happens.
You pray to God.
What will you do? सब बेच दो and put in the markets.
हाँ, मतलब मेरे पास तो सब खत्म हो चुका होगा.
खत्म हो चुका है.
But अगर किसी के पास कुछ भी बचा है, यानी घर बचा है, it's a right time to put it. दो हम लोग ये सब बोलने में बोलता कोई करता नहीं है, but जो कर लिया वो 1% क्लब में आ जाएगा.
I mean like 2008 crash, 60% correction and then next year I think it.
See, it has to go back and think for a moment कि अगर ये 50 कंपनीज क्रैश में नहीं वापस आई, it can take 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, no doubt. That is a separate question. But it has to come back. अगर ये 500 कंपनीज अगर इंडिया के ऊपर नहीं आई ना, तो आपका घर का वैल्यू भी खत्म हो जाएगा. आपका जो भी बाकी एसेट्स है उसका कोई वैल्यू नहीं रहेगा.
Because the market is corrected. India is gone.
जॉब चला गया आपका. कोविड में your jobs were gone.
Correct.
Your real estate nobody was willing to buy. तो फिर बाकी एसेट्स का आप क्या करोगे?
ठीक है, so that is your fund selection strategy.
Correct.
The final step is talk to the fund manager,
Yes.
ask him how much he is putting money,
Yes.
and then after that you decide.
So if I get convinced कि he's sticking to style, because not many fund managers will be able to stick to style after 5 years of underperformance. They get pressure by whatever. Only a very seasoned fund manager who has spent many cycles.
Hence
will
the
be able to
vintage of
stick.
15 years.
And vintage. Because he says, Gajendra, I have seen 7-8 cycles. मुझे पता है ये वापस आएगा.
Very different approach. Most financial advisors will look at rolling returns.
Correct.
They will look at Sortino ratio, Sharpe ratio, volatility, last 5 years CAGR.
Correct.
वो सब देख के recommendation देते हैं. You are looking at a very different strategy altogether.
So I'm a huge student of Warren Buffett and Howard Marks. Howard Marks always talk about contrarian, always talk about margin of safety, you know.
So right now Warren Buffett is also sitting on 30% cash.
Correct.
$350 billion.
Same like me. Imagine the god of investing is finding US market so expensive.
30% cash.
30% cash. I have 20% cash. So India उतना expensive नहीं है जितना US market है.
No, I am also sitting on like 25% cash, and every month I get the FOMO. You know, gold has gone up, should have invested. This market has gone up, should have invested. Very difficult to stay on cash also sometimes.
One request and hack to you: never get FOMO in markets. Never get. That's bad for us. I never have FOMO.
No, but FOMO matlab you see that something has happened, right?
ठीक है ना?
For example, gold. I'll give you one example. Gold, since the Diwali crash happened.
Correct.
On Diwali only, 6-7% correction happened.
Correct.
From that to here now, we have seen almost a 25% rally.
Correct.
In 2 months.
Correct.
I have allocated some money in gold, about a few crores. But then your mind will be like, यार, should I put more? ये 20% 2 महीने में आ गया.
Right.
If I had put little bit more money, और पैसा बन जाता. So that's how you think. How do you sort of prevent yourself from doing that?
So I never. So always remember, investing is always a regret game. आप कुछ भी करो आपको regret होएगा ही, because somebody else has made money somewhere else. Crypto चला था, I had zero exposure to crypto. US market चला था, I had zero exposure. तो investing is a regret game. Markets will always make you feel regret कि आपने ये miss कर दिया. You miss this multi-bagger.
The more you know, the more you regret.
The more you regret. So I don't regret. I stay in my circle of competence कि मुझे क्या समझ में आता है, right? और my expectation from the market is 17-18% CAGR.
But when your clients come and say, Gajendra यार क्या कर रहे हो यार, gold का 60% हो गया, silver 160%, आपने तो suggest ही नहीं किया.
Correct.
So what do you answer to the client?
So मैंने सर आपको suggest नहीं किया, मेरे पास भी नहीं है, right? आपको लेना है ये आप ले लो. Then I send him a mail. I said, this is your call, you are buying. This is not my call.
Okay.
And I will not be answerable to this.
For the gold and silver.
So there are clients who say, Gajendra, I want to buy 10 lakhs. I says, sir, this is your call. I make sure I give in writing so that eventually I'll know I'll be right. Eventually. Not in 1 year, not in 3 years. But see, anything that goes up has to come down. आपको पता है same cycle 2010-11 में भी हुआ था gold. और फिर 8 साल gold ने कुछ नहीं दिया.
Correct.
Right? और ये सारे narratives जब market cycle top में होता है ना, तब all the stories come. और 5 साल अच्छे लगते हैं. I have seen markets from 2004. I have seen all kinds of cycles.
Yeah.
So I'm a big believer.
Almost 4 cycles, I think.
I've seen 4 cycles. So I've become wiser from that. तो इसीलिए मैं मना कर देता हूँ. If I'm not comfortable buying for myself, I wouldn't like to give my clients. I'll send them a mail. It is your call. You take a decision. I'm not accountable for this.
So let's talk about the last 30%. No?
Yes.
You said 30% small cap.
हाँ.
30% is in sector bets.
हाँ.
So 40% बचा है.
वो large cap में.
हाँ, वो 20% और cash में है ना? 20%.
So 100 rupees का 20 rupees cash में है.
Okay.
तो जो 80 है उसका 40% large cap है अभी.
एक मिनट 100 का 20 rupees is in liquid funds.
80
बचा है.
हाँ.
And yeah, one question here. Liquid funds are not taxed efficiently, like 30% tax. Why don't you prefer arbitrage funds instead?
So I have a mix of liquid, arbitrage or equity savings fund.
Correct.
Right? But frankly मैं उसमें दिमाग नहीं लगाता हूँ.
तो कम 6 digit का
आधा 1% का रिटर्न के लिए I don't want to break my head. I'm here to make returns on these amazing areas.
तो ये 80 rupees में.
Correct.
Small cap is 30.
Out of this 80 rupees, small cap is 30%.
So 50 बचा.
So small cap, okay, let me give you the breakup of 80%.
80 rupees का breakup.
80 rupees आप समझो ना, portfolio में is around. So मेरा आप so you see this way कि 10 crores is liquid. 56 crore का मेरा mutual fund corpus है 57. 10 crore मेरा liquid में है. मतलब 6 crore China है 16.
Okay.
तो 56 में से 16 गया 40 बचा आपका.
Yes.
40 में से 50% is small and mid of the total holding. मतलब 50% ये गया.
तो 40 का 20 में small and mid है.
20 करोड़ मिड एंड स्मॉल कैप है.
Okay, वो म्यूचुअल फंड्स है, स्मॉल कैप और
स्मॉल कैप और
Mid-cap
मिड
mutual
कैप
fund.
या मल्टी कैप का भी मिड एंड स्मॉल पोर्शन.
समझ
मतलब एक्चुअल स्टॉक्स 50% मतलब 20 करोड़ मिड एंड स्मॉल कैप स्टॉक्स में लगा हुआ है.
Okay. Inside the mutual funds, you look at the
Yes.
market cap
यस
allocation. Okay.
यस. बाकी 50% में बाकी 50
वो लार्ज कैप है.
वो लार्ज कैप है, बट उसमें वो सेक्टर फंड्स का भी लार्ज कैप आ गया, बट
Okay.
वो लार्ज कैप स्टॉक्स है. तो आज की डेट में मैं लार्ज कैप नहीं निकालूँ, अदरवाइज आई एम नॉट ए लार्ज कैप इन्वेस्टर. बट अभी लार्ज कैप्स आर चीपर कंपेयर टू मिड एंड स्मॉल कैप्स. फॉर 25 दैट्स व्हाई लार्ज कैप डिड वेरी वेल. सेंसेक्स ने बहुत अच्छा किया था लास्ट टाइम.
Hence 50% of your and hence 20 crores out of 60
20
crores
crores
is
out of
large.
this in large cap. At some point of time, I will remove, if mid and small caps become much more cheaper, I'll shift from large caps.
So how frequently does this happen? Like this is basically active portfolio construction, rebalancing, all of that. So how frequently do you do this?
1 or 2 transactions a year.
Okay.
Only 1 or 2 transactions a year. Let me tell you what was my last 1 year transaction. 2025 mein I only did 1 crore lump sum in China fund. SIP जो जा रहा है, but lump sum ना. Only 1 crore investment in China fund and 25-30 lakhs investment in tech fund. और कोई lump sum नहीं था last year.
And okay, so and what about the SIPs that has been set? This
Huh.
probably was set, I don't know, 5 years back.
Yes.
That you don't keep from changing from time to time. The new inflows that is going into different asset classes, different market caps.
Correct.
That you don't optimize depending on what's happening in the.
So
Because you said 42 lakh SIP.
yes.
5 different funds there.
Yes, because small and mid and large are not very much different right now, in the sense not different extreme. So जो नया SIP which I start, I'll see what is the valuation, then I'll start.
Huh.
I will only stop all my SIPs if I see one segment of the market has become very fluffy, or
No, stop. Like let's say you're doing 42 lakh SIP,
Huh.
so it's going to fund A, B, C, D, E.
correct.
So maybe you'll be like, this month you'll be like, इसमें ज़्यादा डालते हैं instead of this.
हाँ.
We'll stop this because ये ज़्यादा हो गया, अभी इसमें डालते हैं.
हाँ.
Basically same amount, 42 lakhs ही जा रहा है,
हाँ.
but you will play around with that distribution.
So let me tell you, मेरा अभी 5 लाख रुपए चाइना में जाता है SIP.
हाँ.
ओके, तो अभी मुझे लगता है 3-4 साल रैली चलेगा तो चलने दूंगा. बट जिस दिन मुझे लगेगा चाइना बहुत एक्सपेंसिव होगी, द होल वर्ल्ड इज एंटरिंग चाइना, एंड माई CAGR विल टेल मी, माई 5-year CAGR और माई रिपोर्ट विल टेल मी, देन आई स्टॉप माई SIP, आई रिमूव ऑल माई मनी, एंड देन. बट जब भी मैं स्टॉप कर रहा हूँ और रिमूव कर रहा हूँ, आई नीड टू हैव अनदर कॉन्ट्रा बेट रेडी टू शिफ्ट मनी देयर, राइट? तभी मैं SIP बंद करूँ, अदरवाइज लेट इट रन. So I do very less number of transactions in the day, because see, Charlie Munger says the first rule of compounding is not to interrupt it unnecessarily. So I don't want to interrupt it until this pendulum shifted to right, extreme right. Because हर साल आप change करने जाओगे ना बहुत ज़्यादा. See, I've taken very few decisions in my portfolio. Almost 99% of my decisions were right. The decisions that I've taken, the decisions मैंने लिया ही नहीं है. जैसे गोल्ड में मैंने नहीं लिया, I don't count that as a mistake. But all the decisions that I've taken have gone right. Why, Sharan, they've gone right? Because I've taken very few decisions in my life. So when you take very few decisions, you think many times and then take a decision. But अगर आप साल में if you take 18 decisions, you will go wrong in many of them.
So you only take 2 or 3 decisions in the whole.
Maximum. So last year, I don't know if you remember, in April when Trump announced tariffs, Nifty. So for me, the main market is Nifty 500, not Nifty 50. Because मेरा पैसा mid and small cap में बहुत है, तो what is the point looking at Nifty 50?
Yeah.
So for me, 20% which I said, it's on Nifty 500. So if I tell you, and we have an amazing tracker which I'll show you, from all-time high, Nifty 500 went down by 18% on April 7 last year.
So repeat that, Nifty 500?
Nifty 500 is the main market index because that technically covers the entire market.
Correct, 500 stocks.
Agree? That covers all the sectors and everything.
Yeah.
So my rule is what? Nifty 500 has to go 20% or below before I make big lump sum purchase. On April 7 last year, Nifty 500 went 18.7% down. So what would people do? They would jump in by then.
Correct.
My rule was 20%. I sat through. I didn't buy anything.
Oh, really?
Because you have to be disciplined about what you are talking. Agar wo 20% hit kar deta, I would have put 4 CR.
Achha.
It didn't hit, so I didn't put anything. I sat there. I in hindsight, of course, you think it was a mistake, but that's okay. Because you shouldn't be breaking your discipline just on the fly, Right? So this year, in market, every year from top to bottom gives you 15 to 20% ka chance every year. That's the nature of markets. So I'll wait.
So finally, Gajendra sir, can we look at your mutual fund portfolio. What
Yeah,
are
yeah.
the funds?
Yeah.
So guys, before we reveal this, I know this is what you guys wanted. This is not financial advice. Don't blindly copy these funds. Everybody's investment portfolio and allocation needs to be adjusted for their risk appetite. So this, as Gajendra sir said, he is extremely risk savvy. So don't blindly copy this.
Actually, unfortunately, people want to just copy, thinking.
I told them, don't.
It's risky for them. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't lose anything,
So
but
he's okay with 50% drawdown. So I don't think you might do this. So don't copy.
So this is Sharan, my portfolio. So mine
Can
is.
you zoom?
I'll zoom it out. Okay, let me show you. Okay, let me show you my companies first.
What is that company?
This is my Etica, my company. I put my
the
company.
private limited company.
Private limited
cash reserve.
Cash reserves. तो अगर आप मेरा portfolio देखोगे तो look at the kind of funds. Can you see? I'm zooming it out further.
These are the 12 funds.
These are the 12 funds bought in the last 6 years, all contrarian bets.
Okay.
Axis Small Cap and Kotak Small Cap I bought in the COVID.
Hmm.
In hindsight, I made a mistake. I should have bought only one fund. See, I'm again learning. Sector call was right. Why do I need two small cap funds? एक से ही चला काम कर सकते थे. Right? So,
Otherwise, Greater China, HDFC Technology,
HDFC Technology I added just recently.
Okay, वो एक new folio बना.
New folio.
Financial
सर्विसेज ये सारा पैसा मैंने 82 lakhs डाला जो मैंने PSU से निकाला था. I put in financial services fund.
Got it.
Right? Let me again show you.
Yeah.
I'm still continuing my PSU equity fund में SIP because I think rally is not over. तो जो मेरा I didn't stop my SIP in PSU. I'm continuing.
What is the India emerging markets? What is that? A small cap?
This one?
No, the below one. PJM India.
Small cap. So again, this is a quality small cap fund.
So these all the fund managers you've met of all of these.
Yeah.
You've met.
Yeah.
And they've also been like underperforming in the last year.
Yes. But the lessons.
But this has been the same for how many years? These funds.
You can see the holding days. 1730.
When did you begin the holding days? Okay.
1736 days.
Okay, so almost what is that?
1700 days.
1700 days, almost 8 years.
No, 365 into 5 years. Now COVID में I started.
5 years.
Look at the CAGR.
21%. What is the 102% CAGR? वो क्या है? China.
कौन सा लास्ट वाला ना?
चौथी.
नहीं ये टेक फंड HDFC तो 6 days हुआ. Don't look at this.
Okay.
See,
that is XIR.
This is XIR, but 6 days doesn't mean anything. Look at anything which is 365 days and above. So this is China, 398 days, 38% CAGR. Because 1 crore last year I made at the right time.
Interesting.
Right?
But 40 lakh हो गया.
But finally look at this. 21% on the portfolio CAGR. These are all the contra call bets that I've taken for the last 5 years, 6 years.
This is the game.
Yes. So then I don't regret कि मैंने gold, silver
Now
मैंने
this for 12 funds, you want to reduce it to
3, 4. अभी जैसे मैंने I told you ना.
So 60 crore will go into only 3-4 funds.
Doesn't matter. See, technically I don't need 3 small cap funds. Right? Transportation I started 5 years back.
What is transportation?
Auto sector.
Okay, UTI transportation. Okay, that is the old one, which you are going to exit now.
हाँ, तो मैंने कितना डाला है?
50 lakh.
कितना हो गया?
94 lakhs.
Number of days?
986 days.
1000 days?
Yeah.
What is the CAGR?
22.4%.
Decent?
Yeah.
But it's not as alarming in the sense 3-4 साल के CAGR है. So
25-26 होगा तो आप exit.
बस and this is the 4th year of run. Good run of auto. So it's time to be cautious. So I'll put. So I don't go by narratives कि अभी ये होएगा. I made my money. Don't be too greedy about it. Leave others. Leave something for others also. And move into. So, but when I'm selling this, I need to buy a contra bet also again to buy.
You need to find the new contra.
New contra bet. Only if I'm justified, then I'll do the flip. So this is my personal portfolio. Again, इसमें 10
This is your personal portfolio.
Yeah. वो कंपनी का था.
मतलब आप
सैलरी से जो लेके कर रहे हैं.
तो ये कितना है?
हाँ, ये कुछ 10 करोड़ का है.
10 करोड़ पर्सनल
नाम पे है.
और कंपनी में
25 करोड़ 30 है. Then my brother is also there. उनके नाम पे भी है. So between 3 of us we have this. Yes.
तो
right?
कंपनी में 25 है. In your name there is 10.
Then brother के नाम पे 8-10 है. And then 8-10 है. I'm showing you. What I want to look at this portfolio. Why I'm saying in this portfolio most of the days is 3,000, 5,000 days. So now you imagine I'm a buy and hold kind of thing, right? Right. So and the worst thing
5,000 days.
5,000 days. 2,000
days is like 15, 20, 18
15 years. 15 years.
You're not changed on.
Nothing.
Wow.
And my worst performing fund in the portfolio is 12%. This is my worst performing decision. This is still double FD. तो इसलिए आप कुछ नहीं करोगे if you're in the most dud of the fund.
These funds are different from the companies वाला funds?
नहीं, थोड़ा different है. But again, most are mid and small cap funds. mid-cap fund, but most of the portfolio again is risky portfolio. China fund, infrastructure fund.
So these are regular in your code only. So
These
regular are in your code only. वो company को जाता है.
Company का, yes, that's right. But what I'm trying to say is, if you have chosen a wrong fund also, Sharan, but stayed there for 10 years ना,
तो आपको 12% मिलेगा.
तो इतना तो मिल जाएगा. That's why in the long term equities are safe, bonds and FDs are risky. अगर आपने कोई भी गलत से गलत फंड पिक कर लिया बट आप इन्वेस्टेड रह गए, you'll end up making 12-13% kind of return. This is the lesson I want to show you. And finally, never look at individual fund returns, always look at the portfolio CAGR. So आज अगर आप मेरा portfolio CAGR देखोगे, current running portfolio CAGR, I only look at this thing which is
16 is across all the things.
All liquid भी आ गया, सब आ गया. 16% is the total portfolio CAGR of my family's portfolio, running portfolio. And 16% is a crazy return.
Yeah, because at 15% you said 10
Double.
साल में, no,
4
साल में डबल होगा.
5 साल में डबल,
5 साल में डबल
10 साल में 4 गुना.
10 साल में 4.
Every 5 years you're doubling your money. All I'm playing is this game for the rest of my life. 30-40 साल खाली ये 15%.
You're just trying to get 15% returns.
बस.
और टैक्स का कोई असर नहीं है because unless you sell there's no tax.
Exactly. And at any point you'll be selling very less only, even if you require. You're not going to sell entire 60 crores this thing.
Right. Of
And,
course.
और जब एक अच्छा market correction 30% का आएगा, I'll consolidate to 2 or 3 funds. You know, kind of thing. बस.
Perfect. So I think Gajendra, it was a very, very introductory session for me because I think I can sit with you for 10 days also and still keep learning from you. For me, it was like a gateway into what it means to be a wealth manager for the last almost 15-16 years.
Correct.
The knowledge that you have, the experience that you have cannot be found in books. It's just coming from your own experience of doing this.
Correct.
Not for 1 year, 2 years, not just for you and your family, but for 12,000 clients.
Thanks.
So thank you so much for sharing all of this.
Thank you.
For millions of people who will watch this, learn this, study this, and hopefully can generate these kind of returns.
Yes.
Any last piece of advice that you would like to share before
Yes.
we end the conversation?
Yes. One more thing I want to add here.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So guys, again, just as Sharan mentioned, the idea to show the portfolio is not to kind of earn bragging rights or not to show off what I'm doing. It was only for educational purpose. I have also made a lot of mistakes in my life. And that is why I was so candid about sharing that I have 10 funds and I want to bring it down and stuff like that. None of this is advice because people can see your fund's name in the portfolio and many people like to copy. This is...
No copying, guys.
Personal finance is more personal than finance.
This, if you guys copy, I'm telling you, we're not going to do justice to your portfolio because your risk appetite is different.
Correct.
Your financial goals are different. Gajendra sir has no financial goal. He's 62 crores. All he's thinking about is making it 1,000 crores. Yeah. You have things to buy a house, buy a car, kids' education. For all of which you have to plan. So if you're not like a person sitting on 100 crores, then this is not for you.
Yes.
Please don't go. And guys, please share your honest feedback in the comment section. I'm sure there were a lot of questions that you might have had in your mind, which you wish that I would have asked him, but I could not think of them. So please drop them in the comment section below so that I become a better podcaster in the future. And if you have any other future guest recommendation that you would like me to call and ask them these kind of questions, please feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. And I will get them for you very, very soon. Okay. On that note, I'll see you in the next one. Before you go, guys, if this episode gave you even one insight that made you think differently about money, don't just keep it to yourself. Share it with your friend or family member who could use it too. And if it sparked a new thought or even made you disagree with me, drop a comment below and tell me why. Your critique helps me make these conversations sharper and more useful for you. As long as you have me subscribed, I'll make sure that you walk away with at least one new thing every Wednesday.